Continuing with the Diary of Anne Frank, Thursday, July 9th, 1942. Dear Kitty, so we walked in the pouring rain, Daddy, Mummy, and I, each with a school satchel and shopping bag filled to the brim with all kinds of things thrown together anyhow. We got sympathetic looks from all the people on the way to work. You could see by their faces how sorry they were they couldn't offer us a lift. The gaudy yellow star spoke for itself. Only when we were on the road did Mummy and Daddy begin to tell me bits and pieces about the plan. For months, as many of our goods and chattels and necessities of life as possible had been sent away, and they were sufficiently ready for us to have gone into hiding of our own accord on July 16th. The plan had had to be sped up 10 days because of the call-up, so our quarters would not be so well organized, but we had to make the best of it. The hiding place itself would be in the building where Daddy has his office. It would be hard for outsiders to understand, but I shall explain that later on. Daddy didn't have many people working for him. Mr. Kraler, Kupuis, Mayip, and Eli Vossen, a 23-year-old typist who all knew of our arrival. Mr. Vossen, Eli's father, and two boys worked in the warehouse. They had not been told. I will describe the building. There is a large warehouse on the ground floor which is used as a store. The front door to the house is next to the warehouse door, and inside the front door is a second doorway which leads to a staircase. There is another door at the top of the stairs with a frosted glass window in it which has office written in black letters across it. That is the large main office, very big, very light, and very full. Eli, Mike, and Mr. Kufis work there in the daytime. A small dark room containing the safe, a wardrobe, and a large cupboard leads to a small, somewhat dark second office. Mr. Kraler and Mr. Van Dien used to sit here. Now it is only Mr. Kraler. One can reach Kraler's office from the passage, but only via a glass door which can be opened from the inside, but not easily from the outside. From Kraler's office, a long passage goes down the coral store, up 4 steps, and leads to the showroom of the whole building, the private office, dark, dignified, furniture, linoleum, and carpets on the floor, radio, smart lamp, everything first class. Next door, there is a roomy kitchen with hot water faucet and a gas stove. Next door, the WC, which is the first floor. I didn't know they'd have the linoleum back then. A wooden staircase leads from the downstairs passage to the next floor. There's a small landing at the top. There's a door at each of the landings, the left one leading to a storeroom at the front of the house into the attics. One of those really steep Dutch staircases run from the side to the other door opening onto the street. The right-hand door leads to our secret annex. No one would ever guess that there would be so many rooms hidden behind that plain gray door. There's a little steep in front of the door, and then you are inside. There is a steep staircase immediately opposite the entrance. On the left, a tiny passage brings you into a room which was to become the Frank family bed-sitting room. Next door, a smaller room, study, and bedroom for the 2 young ladies of the family. On the right, a little room without windows containing the wash basin and a small WC compartment with another door leading to Margot's and my rooms. If you go up to the next flight of stairs and open the door, you are simply amazed that there could be such a big, light room in such an old house by the canal. There is a gas stove in the room, thanks to the fact that it is used as a lavatory, and a sink. This is now the kitchen for the Van Dien couple, besides being general living room, dining room, and scullery. A tiny little corridor room will become Peter Van Dien's apartment. Then, just as on the lower landing, there is a large attic. So there you are. I've introduced you to the whole, our beautiful, secret annex. Yours, Anne. Yeah, she, you know the story. There's a lot of diagrams and stuff in this book and also online. Just type in Anne Frank's Secret Annex if you want to get a better description of what she was talking about then. I appreciate watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Thanks again.